The DJI Spark was released in 2017 and ever since has been one of my favorite drones ever made by DJI. And even though there are way much better drones now in 2021, in this video I'm going to be telling you the 5 reasons why I still use it even 4 years later after it was released. So let's check it out. But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, I do a lot of camera filmmaking and drone videos to help to get the most out of your camera. So if you're new here, click the subscribe button and all the gear we talk on this video, you're gonna find links in the description below. So let's jump right into the video. So if you're brand new to the drone market, you probably haven't heard too much of the DJI Spark, but it was a drone that was released back in 2017 by DJI, directed to the consumer market and to people that wanted to get into the hobby. So the DJI Spark wasn't meant to be the greatest drone ever created, but it was a drone that got people very excited because of the capability for shooting video and its amazing durability. So now, after 4 years of using it, I'm going to be telling you the 5 reasons why I still use it and my thoughts on the DJI Spark. So number 1, when we're talking about image quality and resolution, the DJI Spark can shoot only video in 1080p, which is high definition. And if you compare it to the newer drones on the market that can even shoot in 8K resolution, the DJI Spark is basically nothing next to those drones. But if you do a quick search on the internet, you're quickly gonna realize that even Hollywood movies up to this date are still filmed in 1080p. So don't get fooled by thinking that if a drone cannot shoot video in 4K, you wouldn't be able to produce good quality content, because that's not the case at all. Reason number 2 is because how simple it is to use the DJI Spark. Because the DJI Spark is a consumer drone and not a professional one, it means that you can just connect it in a matter of seconds, and without having to mess too much around with the video settings, you're gonna be able to be up in the air in no time, producing high definition video content. As a matter of fact, I always carry the DJI Spark with me in case that I need to film something that catches my attention. Take a look at this example where I filmed a soccer field next to my home, where it was completely flooded by a recent rainfall, and I was able to film the whole thing from the sky because I had a drone with me at all times. So the best drone that you could have is the one that you always carry with you, and for me that's a DJI Spark. Reason number 3, and it's one of the reasons why I always carry this drone with me, and it's because of the build quality. Because the DJI Spark is built like a tank, I don't mind throwing the drone in my camera bag, toss it around if I need to, practice flying through areas that I wouldn't normally do with my other drones, because I know that if I crash it, it's probably gonna survive the fall. So for example, if you compare the DJI Spark with the Mavic Mini, which the build quality is more plastic, you're gonna see how good this drone was built. I have crashed the DJI Spark many times, and it keeps going and going no matter what. So the build quality is something that I love about this drone, and one of the reasons I keep using it. Reason number 4 why I keep using this drone in 2021 is because number 1, the file size, and number 2, the time it takes me to edit footage coming from the DJI Spark. Because like I said before, this drone can shoot video in 1080p, which is more than enough resolution for most people, and it also uses H.264, which is a very easy codec for most computers. The files generated by the DJI Spark are very manageable, and that means that my computer is not gonna slow down, and that I'm gonna be able to render the timeline very easily. So if you're into saving memory space in your computer, or don't even have a computer that can render 4K footage, which is what the majority of other drones out there can shoot, shooting video in 1080p with the DJI Spark is gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of money when you compare it to other drones. And finally, number 5, and it's a main reason why I keep using the DJI Spark up to this date, and it's because I would love my children to get into this hobby. There's no better beginner drone that can shoot video in high resolution, that is simple enough to fly so they can practice, that can take a beating if it falls from the sky or even if they crash it, because to tell you the truth, I don't think there's any other drone out there that is so well built like the DJI Spark, even now in 2021. Well guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe for more camera filmmaking and drone videos. See you in the next one.